Which I'm going to explain you today is about double entry uh, bookkeeping system. Children, this is the third chapter in your accounts textbook. So to know double entry system, it was introduced by Lucas Pacioli. He was an Italian merchant and it was introduced in the year 1494, though it is first originated in Italy. Now, after in 18th century, after the Industrial Revolution, this double entry bookkeeping system was taken up by the England, and also there are a few European countries who have started following this. And now in 21st century, there are n number of countries who are following double entry bookkeeping system. So it is one of the famous systems of accounts which we can say is followed all over the world. So that is about your first slide. If you are talking about the meaning of the double entry system, the transactions, the business activities which we are recording in the books of accounts, it has two aspects. Like every activity, every transactions we are recording, it has two aspects. Either it will be receiving or giving. We can also call it as, it could be the income to the company or to the loss to the company. Again and again I tell you, in accounts or in commerce, whatever you do, you will have to think in the perception of the organization, in the perception of the business. Or it could be the incoming, something is coming in the business or going out of the business. So in accounting terms, we call that as debit and credit. Okay, so the fundamental rule of double entry system is that when there is a debit, its opposite entry, that is credit, has to be there. If we are receiving something, giving aspect also have to be there. Like yesterday in the Zoom class, I told you about if I am selling a laptop, cash is coming to me and laptop is going out. So these two are the entries. So one will be debited, the other one will be credited. Golden rules of accounting I'll teach you soon. With that, it will be more clear to you how exactly double entry system is put it into use when we are recording in the books of accounts. Now have a look here, the definition of double entry system. According to J.R. Batley-Boy, every business transaction has a twofold effect, and that it affects two accounts in opposite directions. And if a complete record were to be made of each such transaction, it would be necessary to debit one account and credit another account. This recording of twofold effect of every transaction has given rise to the term double entry system. So what this definition it tells about is, every business transaction, it has got two effects. Two accounts are there which are opposite to each other, like receiving and giving. Okay, they are opposite ends. So it becomes necessary that when you write one account in debit, the same activity, the same transaction, it should also have a credit account. And this recording of writing twice about one activity is called as double entry system. So that was about definition, dear students. Next we have features of double entry system. What are the qualities that make a recording system as a double entry is every business activity, it has got two accounts. One is debit, the other one is credit. And all this work which we are doing in double entry system, it is basing upon certain concepts, conventions and principles which you have already seen in my previous videos. The previous chapter in accounts you have learnt. Okay, now with this double entry system, what happens when we are giving this debit and credit, we are able to prepare trial balance. Now trial balance is a statement, dear students. What we do there is, all the debit balances we write on the debit side and debit column, and credit balances we write in the credit column, and we match both of them. We actually balance both of them. So with this we come to know, in case if there is any error in the recording, we can easily make it out from trial balance. And once we prepare the trial balance, only then we can prepare the financial statements, that is the trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet, which you will be learning in detail in your final accounts chapter. This is just for information for you that through double entry system we prepare the trial balance, which is foremost to prepare the financial statements. from which the company comes to know whether they are making profit or loss. So those were the features. Then we have the advantages of double entry system. A complete record of transactions is made because we are entering each and everything happening into the organization. So we have a full record. Then it is procedural. The system which we follow in double entry system is scientific. Then the accuracy of accounts is checked, like just now I have told. The trial balance is prepared, and in case if there is any mistake while recording, here in trial balance we can make it out. Then prevents frauds and errors. Any kinds of wrong recordings or any kinds of mistakes in recordings can easily be made out because of following of double entry system. And the fifth point says that it is because of the double entry system that the company comes to know whether they have made profit or loss. And also the strength and weakness, the financial position, financially how strong the organization is, can be known if a double entry system is followed. And full details of control is there with the management of the organization, because full information, sufficient information is recorded which the management can check and have a control about the working in the organization. And also this information what is recorded in the books, it could be used for comparative study, for comparison with our past records, how we are doing now, are we in loss or profit. In case if you are not doing well, what is the reason, and what is the reason that the previous year profits were good. I mean this accounting work, the study can be used for comparison with our previous year's performances. Then it also helps in decision making to the management, to the top level executives, or let us say the management, because it has got sufficient information recorded because of double entry system. So this was about today's class, dear students. Thank you so much for listening. Flush आ गया.